Bombshell and classified document scandal totally scuttles Biden's defense. But there's a twist. That's what I got for you today, so let's get into this. When the House Democrats were attempting in 2019 to impeach then President Donald Trump, George Washington University law professor Jonathan Turley was one of the most influential voices to take Trump's side. Turley minced no words, then blasting Democrats for painfully partisan exercise they were putting the president and the country through for obviously political reasons. Now, with President Joe Biden's various scandals percolating in Washington, Turley sees much more at stake for the Washington White House, thanks to GOP Representative James Comer and the work of his House Oversight Committee. Last week in the report, Oversight Committee released a timeline, which I will show you that here after this, of events surrounding the investigation of classified documents found in Joe Biden's offices and in his home, where they had absolutely no reason to be. And the timeline blasted enough holes in Biden's defense story to sink a battleship. In the official story, as presented by the White House, the documents stemming from Biden's days as vice president during Obama administration first turned up in offices Biden had with University Penn, which is Penn Biden Center, we've all heard of it, and Global Engagement in Washington. While supposedly accidental discovery of documents took place in November when the Biden team notified the National Archives, they were not reported to the American public until CBS broke the story in January. The Biden White House then had been attacking Trump for classified documents still in his possession, clearly didn't want Americans making the obvious comparison of the demented fool in the White House right now and his document. And they keep saying it's not a big deal with that Biden had them, but still it's a big deal that Trump had, which is a bunch of bullshit too. More later, the documents discovered in Biden's home in Wilmington, Delaware, with yet another batch supposedly turning up at Biden's home. But Comer's committee has a new version of events, arguing in a letter released on Wednesday addressed to the White House counsel, Edward Siskel, that the Biden team knew about the cache of documents for the Biden presidential year that was at the Penn Center as early as March of 2021, 2 months after Biden stole the office. Now, between May and October 2022, according to the timeline, numerous White House staffers, including then White House counsel Dana Remus, inventoried the documents, packed them up, and even took some away. President Biden's timeline was incomplete, misleading. Comer said in a news release on Wednesday it omitted months of communications, planning, coordinating among multiple White House officials. Now, who gave them the high enough security clearance to go through these documents in the first place? There's no reasonable explanation as to why this many White House employees, lawyers, were so concerned with retrieving boxes that they believed only contained personal documents and material. If you believe that, you're an idiot. And you liberals will believe it, so there you go. Now, let's get into this timeline. Were Joe Biden's classified memos valuable to Hunter Biden's client? Congress wants to know this, and so do we. James Comer, pressing DOJ Special Counsel Robert Hur to know exactly what documents Biden had at his home and think tank office. I'm going to give you the full timeline, and I'm going to put it up here so you can see it too. On March 18th, 2021, Annie Tomasini, assistant to the president, visited the Penn Biden Center to take inventory of President Biden's documents. She should not have that high of security clearance to go through this stuff with, and so why are they sending her? No, and May 6, 2021, Nora asked Donald Trump to turn over any presidential records he kept when leaving the White House. Okay, March 18th, they're already getting into the documents. So why are they getting into his documents prior to Nora asking Trump to do it? Because this was all a setup. This was planned to get Trump. So now Biden's got to cover his ass, so he's doing it 2 months early, okay? January 17th, 2022, Donald Trump turns over 15 boxes of documents to Nora. The documents were found to include some with classified markings. Doesn't mean they're classified. Even though they were in the folders marked classified. Doesn't mean they're still classified. In February 9th of 2022, Nora transfers the document case to the Justice Department. March, the FBI opens an investigation into Trump, then classified documents. Still nothing on Biden. And this is a year later, April 11th, 2022, the White House counsel asked for NARA to facilitate access to the 15 boxes of material taken from Mar-a-Lago. And what do we got? A little over a month later, in May 24th, Dana Remus, former White House counsel and assistant, contacted Kathy Chung, Department of Defense, former assistant to Vice President Biden, to retrieve Biden's documents from Penn Biden Center. Still, no investigation by the FBI or the National Records Archive. And where are we talking now? From March of 2021 to May of 2022. So we're past a year now. No investigation into Biden. August 8th, former President Trump's estate Mar-a-Lago is raided as part of an investigation into Trump's alleged mishandling of documents. Still, nothing on Biden. We're in August of 2022 and it started March of 2021. Still nothing on Biden. Kathy Chung travels to Penn Biden Center to collect the documents. How does she have the security clearance to touch these boxes? June 30th, 2022, Dana Remus, Anthony Bernal, assistant to the president and senior advisor to the first lady, and another White House employee went to Penn Biden Center to collect documents, but could not fit them all in their vehicle. October of 2022, Ashley Williams, special assistant to the president and deputy director of Oval Office operations, and Pat Moore, President Biden's personal attorney, went to Penn Biden Center to do the next wave of assessing the files and looking at the boxes. All these people, there was only a select few people that had the security clearance high enough to be looking at this stuff and to determine whether they can't even determine whether they're classified or not. Why are they touching these boxes? Still yet nothing with the FBI. October 13th, 2022, Ashley returns to Penn Biden Center and left with some boxes. October 13th, same day, Bob Bauer, fake President Biden's personal attorney, texted Kathy Chung that Pat Moore had begun his sorting through the boxes at the center. Isn't that funny? November 2nd of 2022. Now we're way past a year on this and still nothing. No investigation into Biden on these documents. President Biden's attorneys claimed the unexpected discovery. This has been a year, almost 2 years later. Unexpected discovery. Documents from the Obama and Biden administration at the Penn Biden Center and notified NARA of the discovery. Almost 2 years later. Almost. 4 months lacking 2 years. Then they notified NARA. But in the meantime, no investigation into Biden. Raided Trump's home. Yes, it's his home, and I don't give a shit what you idiot Democrats say. It is his home. He lives there. He bought it. He owns it. It doesn't matter if it's commercial property or not. He lives there. It's his home. Guarded by Secret Service 24/7. So kiss my ass. Secured. So now if you people look at the timeline and look at what the White House keeps saying, it's all lies. This is what Biden's good for, is lying. Now, what they're looking for is how much of these documents did Hunter Biden use to gain all this money. Now this does tie into a lot of stuff where they're trying to play off now that all this money from the foreign governments were gifts to Hunter Biden. Bullshit. They're not gifts. Nobody gonna give Hunter Biden just $3 million just to say, okay, here, thank you. For what? Let me know what you guys think. Tell me if you guys think these were just gifts or not. But this is what's been going on. No investigation into Joe Biden and his documents. Took almost 2 years for them to notify that Joe Biden had illegal documents. And yes, for him, they were illegal documents. For Trump, they were not. He could declassify anything. So for all you liberal idiots out there, go back to your basements and stay there with your crayons because you don't know what the hell you're talking about. Let me know what you guys think. Leave any questions and comments below. Please follow me on Rumble at Chasu, CHASU. It also is under Talking Point with the Country Conservative. But you know I'll be watching this story and any others. And as soon as I get some more information on this or any other things, you know I'll get it out to you. So in the meantime, this is the Talking Point with the Country Conservative. I'm Charlie, and I'll see you next time.